Hello again, SGBers. Here's another video in the Tutorials Extra series. Small videos dedicated to updating my old tutorials and expanding on them. Since this is a direct follow-up from the previous video, Lisa's Eggs, you might want to watch that one and the other one in this series first if you haven't done already. In the previous video, we had to chase after Lisa's chickens to collect eggs, and then Lisa demanded an omelette, which is the subject of this Tutorials Extra. After this video, I'm steering away from the characters and party members for a while and moving on to other things. Perhaps a complete crafting system, cooking, mining, blacksmithing and so on. What do you guys think? Are there any older videos you think should be updated but are short enough to put into a Tutorials Extra video, or maybe 2 or 3? Let me know in the comments. The first thing we need to do is to create the omelette object. In items, and then the omelette. I used the egg icon because there isn't one for the omelette. With that done, it's time to head to Lisa's farm. I'm going to tweak Lisa first before heading into her house. What we do is we can add another display dialogue after this one that simply says, I'll meet you in the house and await the omelette. And then next we'll add a switch. In this case, I'm going to use the string variable box and then change that to omelette. Now you may have noticed that I use different spellings for omelette. This is actually the British spelling, and a lot of Americans, maybe some Canadians, prefer using this. Doesn't matter which one you use, this is just my preference. So anyway, the reason we are creating the string variable box is that it'll save creating another additional switch or anything else, and since this isn't being used anywhere else except in the door, as we'll see, this I think is more appropriate. So whichever one you use, that would be it. And then the door to Lisa's house is the preset again, but this time it's linking inside a check variable box which is set to omelette. And then anything from the play sound effects all the way down to the brighten screen, that is the default. So you would paste it under there, and then under its conditions do not apply. It's a simple display message, the door is locked. That way it makes it easier for the next part. And what this will do is, if you check the door before speaking to Lisa and before grabbing her eggs, then the door will be locked. Otherwise, this will sort of like give you a secret passcode or something that'll enable you to open the door. Now inside Lisa's house, we have it set up where we have the door, and then it's a reciprocal link to directly outside the house. We have to do these things in order in case we forget, which I frequently do. The wall pattern is from my Walls Mega Pack, which is available on the Gnome Treasure Store and itch.io, and the floor terrain too. That's mine. And the oven and sink are mine too. The oven is actually a work in progress, but it won't be available for SGB. Anyway, Lisa somehow beat us into the house And there she is, awaiting the table, eagerly awaiting the masterpiece we're about to create for her. So the next step is the range. And then you add a check held items when the egg's 3 or greater. Add a display animation. I just chose fascination, the little heart effect. And then we subtract the eggs, the correct amount, 3, and then we add the omelette to the inventory. Now this branch probably isn't necessary here, since you won't gain access unless you have the 3 eggs anyway, but this is here in case you got a bit carried away and collected more than 3 eggs, so that the items can be adjusted properly. And this will also be relevant for future tutorials, extra video updating the crafting system. So the final step is to give Lisa her omelette. Once again, if you followed the previous videos, you will know that we need to have a condition so that Lisa, in this case, is not in the party. And then in the event details, check held items. When the omelette is equals to 1, you're cooking her 1. Then she'd display a dialogue. Yum, that's not as bad as I thought it would be. And then you can play a little tune to announce that Lisa has joined the party, and then she's added to the party. And under the conditions do not apply, that is, if you don't have the omelette yet, she says, "My stomach's growling. Hurry up with that omelette." Another important note, as with Marie, ignore elevation needs to be checked as well, so that she will not ignore you. Before the playtest, let's make this the starting point for convenience. So now when we go through the routine, oh, I forgot the collisions for that one. Anyway, we can check the house. The door is locked because we haven't spoken to her yet. She hasn't given us permission. Hey, come on. Say, you look like you could be useful. Why don't you chase after my chickens and fetch me 3 eggs? Okay, boss. Let's do it. Now we have to find these chickens. Sometimes they're really sporadic. Almost got him. It laid an egg. That's the first one. Chase after another one. This particular one is particularly ornery and vicious. Come on, we need one more egg. Come on. You know you want to. Laid an egg. Okay, now we have the 3. And we still can't enter the house, obviously. So, Lisa, that took you long enough? Tell you what, if you can make me an omelette, I'll join you on your adventures. I'm not going anywhere on an empty stomach, though. I'll meet you in the house and await the omelette. So, this time around, we can actually go into the house. Let's speak to her. My stomach's growling. Hurry up with that omelette. So, let's make the omelette. Oh, it should have like a little message, omelette received or something. Forgot about that. Yum. That's not as bad as I thought it would be. And at this point, the little fanfare plays. And she will join the party. So to confirm, there she is in the party. In a future tutorials extra video, we will expand on the cooking idea. Maybe an entire crafting series where you'll have to follow Lisa's special omelette recipe, including picking the ingredients from the garden. But for now, I'm going to end this short bite-sized tutorial here. We'll return to the characters and party members later, including creating party members from scratch. If you like this video, you can support me in a number of ways. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for notifications of when I upload new videos. You can donate through PayPal to help with further videos, or subscribe to my Subscribestar for additional unique content and perks, including some unique content from my Smile Game Builder game, Enigma of the Wolf. Many of the models that will be presented there will not be available anywhere else. You can also follow me on Twitter, Facebook, GameJolt, the Gnome Treasure Store, itch.io, and the SGB Athenaeum blog. You can also join the SGB Discord server for chat, help and support, or to showcase your SGB stuff. All of the usual links are in the descriptions below. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Until the next time.